Okay, that's good.
Here, investigator, use this paper bag and forceps to pick up the glass.
Why do we use this paper bag, you might ask?
Because the blood needs to breathe on this evidence. This is some mighty fine evidence. Get some evidence with a little bit of blood on there for DNA. Alright. Looks like we're good on the evidence. Now seal it up, but not too tight.
Ugh, someone lost a huge chunk of hair. Sick. I'm gonna put this in a plastic bag for some DNA evidence.
Alright. Taking it back to the lab. So here's some new forceps to collect the maggots, and this is their Elvis shot glass.
Alright.
So we can take them and boil them to stop the growth rate. So we can find out like what instar they're in and ADH to see how long she's been sitting here dead. Poor thing.
Poor thing.
Poor thing.
Disgusting.
Ugh.
Oh!
These maggots!
Jumping everywhere. Holy disgusting.
Gosh.
Alright.
Wow, okay, one more. We just need one more.
They're really crawling. Okay, there we go.
Alright, Kendra, after furthering our investigation of the maggots found at the crime scene, I know that they are Formurogina maggots, and the one specific one that we found was in third instar. And I know this because the 3 spiracles we have here, that just shows that each one is a different instar.
Okay.
Okay, so after researching Formurogina, I know that for it to be in its third instar, it needs to have a total of 4,473 total ADH.
Okay.
And so we found it, what was it, 5 o'clock on Tuesday?
Mm-hmm.
So I subtracted the 5 hours times 71 degrees because the house is a constant 71 degrees.
Okay,
And
but
that-
I have a question. How did we find the maggots? Like, how would they have gotten inside?
Oh, did you see the window left open?
The window. Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
The window is left open.
Okay, continue.
Okay, so anywho, so we got there 5 hours past 12, 5 a.m. in the morning. So
Okay.
I multiplied 5 times 71, which gave me 355, which clearly didn't add up to the total ADH that we needed. So then I did another day's worth, which is 24 hours times 71 degrees, which was 1,704. I added those two together, and that still, again, didn't lead to our total ADH.
Yeah.
And then with Sunday, the exact same thing happened. It still didn't quite add up. That only gave me 3,763 total ADH.
Almost there.
Almost there. So then I subtracted the two, 3,000, or I subtracted the 4,473 minus the 3,763.
Mm-hmm.
And I got a total of 710, which then I divided by the constant temperature of the house, 71, which gave me 10 hours. So if you do 10 hours minus, 12 a.m., it led me back to 2 p.m.
On Saturday.
On Saturday.
Oh, okay.
So that means the body has been dead since 2 p.m. on Saturday.
I don't have your money. Why are you here?
I know you have my money.
I do not have your money.
You have my money, and I
really
know it.
don't.
Oh my God! Give me my money. Money!
Yes! Money! Yes!
Nessa, I found my money. I'm sorry. Oh my God, Nessa! Oh my God! Oh my God! I can't be here.
So, Michaela Moore, where were you on Saturday around 2 p.m.?
I was just out.
So those errands you were running, where were they?
Well, I actually was at work.
And where do you work?
Safeway.
And what were your hours that day?
12 to 4.
Okay, we will be checking that. So, Nessa Healy's, you seem pretty chummy with her.
Yeah, chummy.
Yeah, I know her.
And are you close?
I mean, clearly you brought out these pictures.
Do you live with Nessa Healy's?
No, I do not.
So, you were running errands on Saturday Saturday about 2 p.m.
I was.
Would you mind taking off your shoe and placing it on the table?
Why? What does my shoe have to do with any of this?
We have found some evidence of the crime.
There seems to be a piece of glass lodged in the heel. Where did that come from?
I guess we're gonna go find the refractive index of this glass and see if it matches up. So you can just wait there.
It won't.
We'll see about that. Miss Moore.
So, Investigator Haley, you're finding the refractive index of the unknown glass. Can you tell me how you did that?
Yeah, sure. So I put it right right in the middle of the normal, and I put it at a 30-degree angle, and then I took my laser and shined it through, and came out on the other side to 38 degrees. So then I used Snell's law, n sub 1 times the angle, or times the sine of angle 1, and then equals n sub 2 times the sine of angle 2. And so in this case, we don't know n sub 1 because we don't know what this glass is. But we do know that we are multiplying it by the sine of 30 degrees because that's what I put it through to begin with. And then we equaled it to n sub 2, which was air because it was going through into air, times the sine of 38, which was the angle that it came out to on the other side.
Okay.
And through my calculations, the sine of angle 30 is 0.5, and then the sine of angle 38 was 0.62. And then after dividing, we got n sub 1 equals 1.24. So that's what the refractive index of this piece of glass is.
So the refractive index of our first unknown glass is n sub 1, which is equal to 1.24?
Yes.
All right. So we're investigating the second piece of the unknown glass from Michaela Moore's shoes, correct?
Yes, that's correct. Okay, so we're going to put the glass right here on the normal again. And we're going to shine the laser through at 30 degrees, just like we did the last one. And it comes out at exactly 38 degrees, just like the last glass sample. Okay, so this looks like it's the same piece of glass because it has the same refractive index, but I think we should calculate the density just to make sure. Alright, so I already did the density of Michaela's, the piece of glass that was found in Michaela Moore's shoe. Density, as you know, investigator, is mass divided by volume, and so it was 7.5 over 2, which came out to be 3.75. So that was the density of the first piece of glass. So now we're going to find the density of a piece of glass that we found at the crime scene. So
This one is from Michaela Moore's shoe, right?
no, the other one was. This one's just one we found at the crime scene.
Okay.
So first we're going to do the mass that we're going to use on this triple beam balance we have. Alright, and it looks like the mass is 7.5. Alright, and then to find the volume, we're going to use our graduated cylinder that I have filled exactly to 100 milliliters, and it was raised to, it looks like about 102, so it raised 2 milliliters, which is the exact same density as the glass found on the bottom of Michaela Moore's shoe, which means that it's the exact same glass. That means she was at the crime scene, and she lied.
All right.
Well, you can have this back. And the glass seemed to have matched the glass found at the crime scene, so you lied to us.
So you can take one last look at these pictures, because you're going to be spending a lot of time in jail. You are a prime suspect. Let's go.
Alright, investigator, I'm going to call Michaela's work to make sure that she actually was there when she said she was. Okay? Good thing I know the Safeway number by heart. Hi, can I talk to your manager? Thank you. Hi, this is Haley Winters, investigator Haley Winters. And I was just wondering if you can confirm that Michaela Moore was at work on Saturday between 2 p.m. or 12 p.m. to 4 p.m. Okay, thank you. Alright, I guess she was there. So she was telling the truth, which means she's off the hook.
Yeah? Michaela's so annoying. She keeps coming over here asking for her money and I don't even know what to do.
We need to talk.
So, Nikki Healy's, do you know why you're here?
No,
Where were you Saturday around 2 p.m.?
I wasn't home.
So where were you then?
I was at work.
Where do you work?
It was a temporary job.
Where?
My mom's office.
And where's your mom's office located?
And Grant.
Grant what?
Grant.
This is your sister. This is your blood. Take one last look. She's dead. You can sit in jail, or you can tell us the truth.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Alright, that's it. We're going to investigate your work. We're going to go from there.
Alright, thank you.
Okay, so now we're going to look up Nikki Healy's work. That is located on Grant and Grant.
Yeah.
Who knows? We'll see if something's there. I don't even think that would be real, so. PIT on Grant and Grant. Okay. There's no Grant and Grant. Alright, so obviously she was lying, so her alibi doesn't add up, so I think we need to pull her in for questioning one last time, and then she might be our suspect. Alright, let's go.
I'll be right back, babe. I'm just gonna go get paper for school. Oh my gosh, Nessa! Ew. Oh my gosh, ew!
Yes, I agree. Yeah, she's on her way down here right now.
Alright, investigator Kendra, tell me what you found.
So by taking the unknown hair sample that we found at the crime scene, I put it under a microscope and I discovered that it is a continuous medulla. And we know this because it goes straight all the way down and it's not segmented and it doesn't break off anywhere. Also, we made a cast and we put the hair under the microscope, and once we pulled it out, we looked at the scales. And as you can see here, the scales are kind of in a crown shape, so we discovered that it's a coronal structure cuticle. And after taking all three of the victims' hair, Nikki, Michaela, and Emma, I have discovered that it doesn't lead back to any of them except Emma Winters. So I think we need, what we need to do, and I think it's time.
Alright, I'll call her into questioning.
All right.
Alright, Emma Winters, where were you Saturday at 2 p.m.?
I was with my boyfriend,
Really? Who's your boyfriend?
Dalton Slaughter.
Well, we found your hair at the crime scene of Nessa Healy's death, so what was it doing there?
I stopped by to get paper for school.
Well, alright, well, we'll be asking your boyfriend all this same information, so if you're lying to us, you're done.
So, Dalton Slaughter, where were you Saturday at 2 p.m.?
I was at my house.
And was anyone with you?
Yes.
Who was with you?
My girlfriend and
So she came over Friday night.
yeah.
And when did she leave?
She left around 8 p.m. Sunday night.
Okay, that's about right.
So, who's your girlfriend?
Emma Winters.
Emma Winters. And when did she come over?
She was with me all day.
Well, when did she come over?
Oh, she came over Friday night. She spent the night.
Alright, thank you.
That's all we needed. You're free to go. We'll be in touch.
Emma's off the hook.
Alright. So, what have we determined?
We've determined that Nikki Healy's is the killer.
For sure.
For sure.
Alright. So, Nikki Healy's, here we are again. Do you know why we pulled you back in?
No.
Really? You have no idea why? Well, after all of our entomology research and finding out the ADH of the maggots and everything, it leads back to Saturday around 2 p.m. You are the only one that could have been there at that time. We did glass analysis, we looked at hairs, we called people's works, and we called your work. Isn't that funny? Where do you work again?
Grant and Grant.
And what's Grant and Grant?
Grant and Grant.
Well, you don't work at Grant and Grant. So you were obviously home with your sister. What happened? Do you want to tell us the real story?
I killed her. I smashed a bottle on her head. What's it to ya?